Thank you, Craig. Well, hello, my family, my Unlimited Wisdom family, my community. I love you. I love you. I love you. Hi, Scott's A14. Hi, Scott. Hi, Shelly, Melody, Dustin, Mary, Sandy, Coach Bob, and of course, the best hostess with the mostest, Craig Jackman. Today's title, me and Craig got talking about it. I had something else in mind, and me and him just chatted, and I get to donate this to Craig. But the title of this is I Don't Get It. I don't get it. Okay. So why I think this is so interesting, of course, I'm going to talk about it, based on, our family and stuff. But let me share with you something that I think that you guys are going to find very entertaining. So since my son started doing, posting pilot and doing these doing these AI videos and stuff, and some of you have seen me post them, right? And here I've been on Facebook since it started. I can guarantee you that I was one of the first, probably 100,000 people that were on Facebook. And hi, Arthur. Thanks for getting on. I think I said hi, Shelly. And so one of the things that, I'm just consistent in posting. I usually post something that inspires me, and I just post these things on Facebook. And there was a time when I posted on Facebook, it got a lot of engagement. I mean, really crazy, great engagement. And I think one is because Facebook was new. Two, the stuff that I was posting, a lot of people hadn't seen before. You know what I mean? And it just really seemed like it didn't take long for me to grow to an audience of over 30,000 on my personal page and 160,000 on my business page. And even when I did a Facebook group, I think my Facebook group still has over 40,000 people in it, right? So it's obvious that I was doing something correctly. All right. Hi, Jim. And then, there became a time when I started doing posts where I started boosting them. And all it did is had a deal underneath there. I would put boost, and the number of people that seen it and then got involved with me on whatever thing I was doing. It didn't make a difference what product I was marketing at that time, or also when I was building my brand, Life Mechanic. People would buy courses, they would do all kinds of things, right? And so let's zoom to today, right? So Matt starts putting together this posting pilot, and I'm going to support him. I'm going to support him as his father. I'm going to do everything I can to make everyone look at posting pilot as being, oh my God, I've heard of that. It's doing tens and hundreds of millions of dollars. And for those of you that don't know this about me, if someone says, there's some other people that are doing this and some other programs or software is doing this, all that does is excite me more. You know what I mean? With all the people that I've built a network marketing around coffee, that was the funniest thing ever. People go, well, don't you know you can buy coffee anywhere? And I'm going like, yeah, I also know that you could buy long distance anywhere when it existed. And I'm going to use that to support myself and support other people. All right. So, how many of you, and we could talk about any subject, all right? So, but right now I'm posting on my Facebook personal page, and then I post one of the things that Matt does. And I'm going to be brutally transparent. Brutally transparent. So when my son sends me a video of me breakdancing in Las Vegas, my first thought is not, oh my God, this would be great to post on my social media so everyone in the world can see it. That is not my thought. And my thought is going, I'm making a commitment to support my son. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to post it and do it. And to see how many people make a comment, to see how engaging it is, to see in a matter of just a couple of days where it's got 4,000 views, 8,000 views, 14,000 views. And to me, I'm looking at it and I'm going, to me, it's so obvious that it's not real. Okay, here's the second one, is because it's taking a current image of me. There's not a video, I think, that Matt's done yet where you can't see my stomach, even though I'm mentally feel like I'm pretty positive, body positive about myself and self-confidence. But, dunking a basketball, you can still see my stomach, under my shirt. And I'm just like, I'm just going to throw caution to the wind and I'm just going to post them. And when you see the post, because what I've done is the other post in between them is still the same stuff that I've been doing forever. And so it's a real direct measurement to see me post something that I've always posted and it gets no comments. maybe three likes on it. You know what I mean? Not even hearts. No sharing. You know what I mean? And then back it up with one of the ones with like Bob said, golfing, and it's I'm telling you guys, and me and Craig were going back and forth with this. There's this human need that a lot of us have, a human need we need to understand. I want to understand that when someone hits a social media page and sees someone doing an AI graphic like that, there's a part of me that makes me human where I want to get it. I want to get why that video gets more engagement. And I'm talking about people that apparently watch my social media page and do not comment, do not like, do not share, do not anything. Because when I post that, it must make them giggle. It must make them do, Robert's a nutcase. This guy will post anything on social media, whatever it is. And I was talking to Craig. These are people that know me as Bobby Hollis. They know me before marketing. And they're making positive comments. One of my dear friends that I built race cars with, his name is Todd Fuchs. And we used to have this bar that was on the border of North Dakota and Montana. All right? And Montana was an hour difference. An hour difference in time. So we would drink at the bars in Williston, North Dakota, and when they closed the bars and kicked them out, it took us 15 minutes to get to the state line. Anyone want to guess what the name of the bar was? The State Line Club. So we could drink for another 45 minutes. It's like, oh my God, just hilarious. So you'll see in there where Todd Fuchs posted, hey, I've seen these moves at the State Line Club. And I'm going, it's getting me reconnected with people that just want to be connected to me and have nothing to do with business. And so here's my challenge to you guys, all right? When you're procrastinating and you don't do stuff because you go, wait a minute, there's no way that I could do something that I don't understand. This doesn't make sense to me. So when you think of stuff that you've always dreamed about, and it's like, how many of you have ever had this small little, dream in your mind of speaking in front of a large audience, being introduced the way Craig introduces me. See, Sandy? And it's like, for those of you that, it's like you see this big crowd and everyone's like, going crazy. And then all of a sudden it's, ladies and gentlemen, Melody Ryba, blah, 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 and it's just one of those ones where you go, wow, you know what I mean? And I know there was a dream board. I know there's imagining. I know there's manifestation, but actually doing a video and posting a video like that, and because you got this large group of people that would go, oh my God, that's just amazing. And me and Craig were talking, Sandy's video, you know what I mean? Where she's like, paparazzi and stuff is coming out. And it's like people, again, want to escape. They want to be entertained. Entertaining means, basically escaping, right? And so there's people that went, go, wait a minute. She got in on one side of the door and then the other side of the door opened up. You know what I mean? It's like it started out being a normal door, then it's a suicide door. I just don't think people give a shit. They just want to be, entertained. Sandy, I don't know if you posted that. Hi, Star. Thanks for getting in here. But there's that's my whole point. My whole point is I don't get it. I just don't get it. And I think that there are a lot of people in life feel they need to get it. And for those of you that know what I do on Sundays, Master's Mind, right? That's more of me not needing to understand. I don't need to get it, right? I don't need to understand on a logical aspect. I don't need to tear it apart and put it in all this stuff and go, this is not for me. How many of you guys know people that say that to themselves all the time? And you're going, listen, this is all you got to do. That's not me. I'm not. Well, it's like, but then there's people out there that are consistently doing stuff, and by what they're doing, they never got it. Some of the radical stuff, whether you like him or not, Elon Musk, they're talking about these new rocket motors, not to brag on him, but he fascinates me. So do you guys know that his last version, a Starship that went up, was almost twice the size of the last one that he sent up? And it went up faster. This guy's figured out how to make a rocket motor that burns cleaner and produces 8 times more thrust, more horsepower. And he's got to put 33 of them on it. And I'm going like, man, back in the days when I watched rockets go up and there was 2 motors, if one of them didn't work, you're pretty much in trouble. But if you're using 33 of them to propel you up in the air, there's probably a pretty good shot that if one went out, you wouldn't see much difference. You know what I mean? But we constantly see this. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. And Craig, I know that we're talking about it. So, I was saying to Craig, just doing an analogy, right? If you were called up, this is the analogy that I use. Say that Joe Rogan called up Craig and called up me. And he said, listen, I want you on my podcast, but what I want you guys to do is I want you to debate on your beliefs right now of what's happening in our political world right now. And I just told Craig that my number one thing that I would want to get out of Craig, and I've never done this, is that my phrases would be, Craig, listen, I don't get it. I don't get it. And what's crazy about that is how we label people, and then also how we paint with a very broad brush, right? So I think Joe Rogan is the one that said it the best recently. He goes, I don't know how someone can, in their mind, call me a Democrat, an independent, or a Republican when there's little things that each one of them I agree with, each one of them I strongly disagree with. So, do me a huge favor. Don't don't tell everyone that you know what party I'm at. And because you don't know, because I would be looking at the other people and going, I don't get it. And then, me and Craig were goofing around at the beginning of this before we went live. And I said, Craig, here's one that bothers me. And when I told him that I didn't get it, no, we don't need to talk about it. Craig immediately goes, I don't understand that either. See what I mean? It's like, well, I'm definitely not part of that. But Craig, you got anything to add? You and I were talking before I got on here, so.
I just think that yeah, the I don't get it topic is perfect for this because, I mean, yes, you can be red, you can be blue, you can be purple. We always want to label things. But do we
Isn't
accept?
isn't isn't independence a gray?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
who
a
wants to be
label
gray?
too.
Who wants to be gray? Why can't it be silver? I don't get it.
Yeah. Or why can't it be purple? I mean, it's like, yes, if you look at like yin and yang, okay, the symbol for yin and yang, there's good in the bad and there's bad in the good. So why can't you just accept the people for who they are? Why do we have to be tribalized into segments? And those are the segments that we have to follow, or we're not part of that group.
Right.
It's ridiculous. I mean, and we've done this to ourselves. At least we've allowed that, and I say we in the big general sense. And I agree with what Melody is saying. They're creating division. Because if you pit one side against the other, it makes you look better. And especially if that's most of what you believe, then you're going to go with that side.
Yeah, the competitive part of
The
us.
competitive part of this, when you should be the creative part. Why can't we find somebody who is not red, who's not blue, but who can take the best of the both parties and put them together? That's the whole point behind what government, our government, that we
Right.
built almost 250 years ago was supposed to be, based on the fact that one was a ruling party and we didn't want any part of that because we didn't want their subjugation over us.
Very good. Yeah, and thank you, Craig. Thank you very much. And yeah, I like the daily wisdoms when they're straight to the point and people get it and they can watch the replay. I would really, really ask yourself this question and the close. What are some things that you're not moving forward with in your life? And the only reason that you're not moving forward with them in life is because you don't get it. Because what I will do to help my son with Posting Pilot is making me, I don't know, it wouldn't be I question myself. It's that how much do you really not care what other people think about you when you're posting those kind of videos with you in them? See, I think some of you, would never, ever, ever post an AI video. Never, never. Then there's a group of people that, you see me breakdancing in Las Vegas. Well, we got a video like that of Otto. Otto's doing the breakdancing. So that's That's the mascot for posting pilot. And Otto's doing the same moves. He's freaking pretty good at it too. And not as good as me. But then there's the last one, right? Is are you going to look at some of these viral videos and you're going to be okay with putting you in them, right? It's like, and so you're going to go, well, uh, I'll just do the other two. I won't post any AI videos. This is not for me. And then the other person is like, well, I would do it, but I'm not going to be in them. And then the people that, and so I'm just throwing this out there because I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand. But I bet you when we start measuring the matrices, the people that put themselves in the crazy videos are going to get more engagements than the people that don't. Because again, I don't get it, but there's no way that friends of mine like Todd Fuchs would have made that comment on a post if it was Coach Bob. If the person in the video was Coach Bob, they don't know Coach Bob. And then they're like, why is Robert posting a guy doing breakdancing in Las Vegas? It's like, I don't know, maybe he lost his freaking mind or something. But when I'm doing it, and the other thing that Matt brought up that again makes it I don't get it, right? Is that there's still a large group of people that send me private messages and they go, I had no clue you could do that. That's amazing. Do any one of you know what my response is? Yes, it is. It is really amazing. So, as Matt gets this perfected, think of some stuff that you could do. I'm just throwing this out here because I know some of you personally, but I see Jim Williamson, being introduced, someplace in Africa and in front of a million people, and he's coming out on the pulpit, and doing a sermon in front of a million people in Africa. Look at Jim. I bet you, hey Jim, the series The Choice that I went to, right? It looked like Peter and Paul and Matthew didn't think they would be doing any ministry.
Nah, no.
Yeah, it's like all of a sudden they're up there and they're like, oh my God, I guess I'm doing this. So, most people like Master's Mind would not be happening if it was me. I'm 64 years old and I am going to do a lot of stuff that I don't get. I would not be fasting for myself. I fasted for myself last time. So I'll even give you guys one funny thing before we leave. Do you guys still think I have stupid thoughts? All day, every day. All day, every day. I believe the harder that you push to getting to know, the more bombarded. So guess what? This is what I did. I wouldn't tell anyone a lie on purpose. So there's 31 days in May, right? So here's what my mind did to me today. Well, you really haven't done 30 days yet. Even though you started on the 4th, and you didn't eat on the 4th, you really can't count that as a day. I'm just telling you what my mind's doing. Okay, gotcha. I don't get it. I don't get it. All right, so don't say anything. But on the 2nd, if you don't count the 4th and you go number 5 is the first day, then today is my 30 days because there was 31 days. But the day isn't over. So I really can't say it's 30 days until tomorrow. All right. But there's also a group of people that will go, when did you start? And I said on the 4th. And they go, well, it's not a month until it's June 4th. That's a month. Are you guys, see, I know I'm laughing at this, but my mind says, listen, just wait till the 5th. just finish the 4th, wait till the 5th, and then then you're 100% telling the truth that you fasted for 30 days, regardless of whose definition 30 days is. But I'm just going to leave it there because that's the kind of stupid shit I do to me. So I stepped on the scale this morning, 36 pounds down. So I feel amazing. I don't know if I told you guys that I'm going for 40 days. So it's, getting up every day and just going, eating is really a thought. Eating is really a thought. It's really all in the mind. And some of you are going, I just couldn't quit sugar. I'm going to go without sugar for 3 days, 7 days. It's like, yeah, I've had that thought. Many a time. All right. So I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. When your mind goes, I don't understand, and your mind goes, I don't get it, my statement would be, do you have to? Do you have to get it? Do you have to understand? Just ask yourself, could I push into this and follow something that will get me to my dreams and get me to happiness and get me to real, true freedom? Can I do it? Because I know there's a lot of people right now, like Arthur, that's watching like I did with, MDC, in a blink of an eye. It's no longer, MDC's not there, some Unitech, and they do stuff different, their name's different, everything. And you got to go, I just don't get it. I don't get it. Do you have to? I don't know. All right. I love you guys. Have a great, great, great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, Star, Scott, A14, Shelly, Melody, Dustin, Mary, Arthur. Always great to see you. Sandy, Coach Bob, and the hostess with the mostest, CJ, Greg Jackman. God bless you guys. Bye.